Hello, welcome to My Life, My Rules. This is Erich Sandil, and we are going to see some of the most important inventions and discoveries by India. We are going to see the first thing as chess games. Chess was developed out of Chaduranga. Chaduranga means square. This is how the game started, and it started in India and it has spread over the world. It was started in India around 6th century AD, and I'm sure you must know why Vishwanath Anand is so expert in this game. And the next thing we're going to see is buttons, and I'm sure you'll be surprised to learn that buttons came from India. The origin of buttons is like from Indus Valley Civilization, which is 2000 BC, and is like from Indus Valley Civilization, which is 2000 BC, and they were made of seashells and formed into geometric shapes with tiny holes in it. In the past, they were used for ornamental purposes, but gradually people started using them for fastening clothes. So this is how the buttons came in. So it's a kind of surprise that it was actually available during the Indus Valley Civilization. And the next thing we're going to see is the rulers or scale. Rulers were first used by the Indus Valley Civilization as well during 1500 BC. Those rulers were made of ivory, and the rulers found during excavation revealed the amazing accuracy of the decimal subdivisions on it. So it means like they were so accurate that today technology was matching with the history. So it's surprising. The next one comes as shampoo. I'm sure this is going to really amaze you. Shampoo was first prepared in India. Actually, it was made out of herbs for strengthening hair, but this concept of shampoo was actually originated from India. The thing we are going to see next is toilet flush. Toilet flush were actually used during the Indus Valley Civilization, and they existed in most of the homes. I don't think even today we have toilets in all the houses. And the surprising fact were they were connected to a sophisticated switch mechanism, and the civilization was prominent in hydraulic engineering. So they were so advanced that they had toilet flushes during the Indus Valley Civilization. The next thing we are going to see is diamond mining. So diamonds were first recognized and mined in central India 5,000 years ago. 5,000 years ago. Diamonds, wow. So the surprising fact here is India remained the world's only source of diamond until the discovery of diamonds in Brazil in 18th century. So I'm sure they made a lot of money before that. The next one is not going to amaze you, but it's a fun game. I'm sure you must have heard of Snakes and Ladder. The game Snakes and Ladder was invented in India as a game of morals, and later it spread to England and eventually introduced in US by the game pioneer Milton Bradley in 1943. So snakes and ladders were their only source of entertainment, I guess. Here comes the next shooter, Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci numbers were first described by Virahanga, Gopala and Hamachandra as an outgrowth of earlier writing by Bengala. I'm sure, I have no idea, but I'm sure those people out there who knows mathematics and who knows Fibonacci numbers, they are aware of it. And this originated from India. Here comes the real designer. Card games. The popular card games originated from India and was known as Kridapatram, which means painted rags for playing. Card games, they are really famous, and this is a surprising fact that it actually originated from India. The next one is binary code. Binary number is the basic language in which the computer program is written. And binary basically refers to a set of two numbers, which is 1 and 0, and a combination of which are called bits and bytes. And the Indian scholar Bengala developed a binary system for describing music in around 5 to 2nd century BC, and he used binary numbers in the form of short and long syllables, making it similar to Morse code. I have no idea what Morse code is, but sure I have an idea about binary numbers, which I have learned in my computer science. So basically what language is being used in computer science was decoded long back in India. Surprising. So next thing we're going to see is ink. Yes, the ink that we write in. Many ancient cultures and civilization independently discovered and prepared ink for writing purposes. The source of carbon pigments used in Indian ink called Musi used in ancient India since 4th century BC. I'm sure if these inks were not discovered, we wouldn't have seen a lot of writers The next one we are going to see is cataract surgery. So Indian physician Sushruta in the 6th century BC had a knowledge of performing cataract surgery, and it spread to China from India, and Greek scientists would visit India to get operation done and also to learn the methods. The next one we are going to talk about is discovering the number 0. It was around 458 AD the concept of 0 was first appeared in India, and the Hindu astronomer and the mathematician named Aryabhatta was the first person to create a symbol of 0. And it was through his effort the mathematicians' operations like addition and subtraction started using zeros. So for the first time, 0 became globally recognized as a number of its own. Also, the number system that we use today with a decimal place value and a 0 was also invented in India between the 1st and the 6th century, as clearly mentioned in Aryabhatta Bakshali manuscript. And the next thing we're going to talk about is plastic surgery. The plastic surgery were actually done in India during 2000 BC. 2000 BC they've got plastics? That's a question there arises. Let's clarify. Plastics in the phrase doesn't refers to the petroleum products but malleable flesh. They used the soft fleshes to do plastic surgeries. Eventually it was ancient India physician Sushruta who was created with this method, and she was the one who was credited with being the father of plastic surgery around 600 BC. Next one is water on the moon. ISRO, the Chandrayaan-1, the rocket name, made the startling discovery that our moon is not a dry ball but it contains water. The discovery of lunar water is attributed to Chandrayaan's mission. Who told you that moon has water in it? Chandrayaan-1. Next we'll talk about the Ayurvedic method. If you have ever undergone Ayurvedic therapy, I'm sure you have to thank India for it. The father of medicine, Charaka, who was one of the prime contributor to Ayurveda, which means science of life, it is a traditional school of medicine invented and the practice in India for more than 5,000 years. So when doctors were not available, I'm sure these Ayurvedic medicines have really helped people survive. Next one we're going to talk about is yoga. Recently, people are so familiar with yoga because we started celebrating International Yoga Day as well. The significant contribution in the field of healthy living. India introduces the world to yoga, discovered and practiced in the country since ancient times with origins tracking back to Lord Shiva. I'm not sure when it was, but definitely long back. So we know there are so many universities around the world which is doing a great service on education, but actually the first world university was Takshashila University, which was established in 700 BC and followed by Nalanda University, which was established in 4th century BC. Oh, education was booming in India. Next one we'll talk about is cotton cultivation and weaving. Cotton was cultivated by the inhabitants of Indus Valley civilization. A lot of things happened during Indus Valley civilization, I guess. And the Indus Valley actually did cotton industry and was developed, and some methods used in cotton spinning and fabrications can continue to practice till the modern industrialization of India. So they started during Indus Valley civilization and they did a lot of research and they have developed it during the modern industrialization of India. Comes steel and metalworks. India were pioneer in metal. High quality steel was produced almost 2000 years. One of the most remarkable thing about this is creating a seamless celestial globe was invented in Kashmir, and it was earlier considered impossible to create a metal globe without seams. This is something really big. Radio and wireless communication. The first public demonstration of radio waves for communication was made by Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose in 1895, and that was 2 years prior to Marconi's similar demonstration in England. But we all know Marconi received a Nobel Prize in Physics in 1909. Anyways, they both have contributed to wireless communication and radio. I'm sure without this, today communication would have been really difficult. We should thank them for it. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching it, and please do subscribe for more similar videos. Thank you.